Hey, what's up, guys? Just came back from a seller appointment. I did not get the contract. So what happened was, let me. What happened was, so this seller was. So I got the call. Right. This lead came from a direct mail piece. Um, and this was a very targeted mail piece. This was a list. This was a stacked list. So this owner was absentee, out of state, and the property is vacant. Okay. So when I had the conversation, so the conversation goes like this. You ask your typical questions. Um, how many bedrooms, how many baths, what's the condition. Um, why you're looking to sell, right? So the reason he was looking to sell, this guy's about 92 years old. He's looking to retire. Possibly move down to Florida for his retirement, right? Free and clear property, no taxes, nothing, everything is caught up, right? And normally, what I like to do is, I like to obviously get the reason, right? I want to know why they want to sell, right? Because then you can tell if they want to sell or need to sell, right? So he told me he wanted to sell because he's getting older and he just wanted to retire. He doesn't want to deal with it. He just wants to cash out, and he also wants to move. And the property's vacant. Not it does need some work. It doesn't need that much work. It does need work, but not too much. Um, but it's kind of hot in here. Give me a second. Um, but so when I asked, so what were you looking to get for it? He did not want to give me a price over the phone. He did not budge. And normally I like to get a range, um, a price for the property over the phone. That way I know I'm not wasting my time. Normally I like to make them commit to a price, or not commit, but say a price over the phone. That way I kind of know, okay, this could possibly be a deal, or this person's unrealistic. But he did not want to budge. So I went to, so I just so I set the appointment because he kind of sounded motivated because all those factors. Absentee, lives out of state. He lives in Philadelphia. The property's in New Jersey, and he's a lot older, and the property needs to repair and is vacant. So I went and set the appointment. So that's kind of there's some motivation there. But anyway, I get to the property, I do the inspection. The property does need some work, possibly a new roof. The issue is though he did a little bit of research. He does know what the comps are in that area, and he knows kind of an idea what he can get for the property as is. I was gonna offer. I actually wanted him to come down. I wanted him to throw a price first. I wanted him to. To say a price, right? Because whoever says the first price in a negotiation usually loses, right? Whoever says the first price in a negotiation usually loses, right? So he did not want to give me a price. And again, normally I don't like to say my price first, but I just said 20,000. I said 20,000 cash. I'll buy it as is. Close in 2 weeks. And he just, as soon as he heard that number, that's how you know that he wasn't. He's not like in a desperate need to sell, right? He wants to get as much as he can, but still understand that the property needs work, and somebody's going to be buying it as is. So I tried to explain to him. Well, anyway, as soon as I said 20,000, he said, "There's no way in hell, there's no way in hell I'm giving you 20,000, right?" And so I said, "Okay, well, what would you let it go for?" He said, "It's not even close. I'm just gonna list it with a realtor." And I told him, if you're willing to fix the property up, fix the repairs, fix the roof, fix the damaged leaks, fix the kitchen, fix all that, yeah, you would get top dollar. If you list it with a realtor, you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to pay the realtor commissions. Tried to break down the benefits, and I tried to also explain that is, you will get top dollar, right? There's no, I'm not gonna sit there and lie to the man. He's gonna get top dollar if he's willing to do all that, and he's willing to wait. Is he willing to come out of pocket to fix up the property to get top value and wait, right? If he's willing to do that, then that's not the person I want to deal with, right? That's not the person that normally we do deals with, right? We need someone who understands that they're going to be giving the property at a discount for speed and convenience, right? They're going to sacrifice price for speed and convenience, right? Someone who's willing to wait a little bit, who's willing to come out of pocket, fix the property, get as much as they can, right? As much as they can for that property, then those people we don't deal with, right? We're not able to work out a deal because it just doesn't, it's not going to work for us. We're not going to be able to make some money in there. So long story short, we, you know, as I always tell all the people, we don't come in an agreement. You know, we'll just part as friends, right? No hard feelings. You obviously have to do what's best for you, and I have to do what's best for me is right. Best for me as well. It's not always going to work out that way, right? It's not always going to be that I get to the appointment and then I close the deal. The seller was unrealistic. You know, I don't want to say unrealistic. He just kind of knew, like, he knew what the house is worth. He knew that if he could get a lot more money, right? So it's all good. It's just normally, again, I know I don't like to go out to these appointments because essentially it's a waste of time. I like to get a number over the phone. But since he said he was motivated, well, since he gave me some indication that there was some motivation in there, I just set the appointment to go take a look at the property. But I like to get a number over the phone. That way I know if I'm close in that range. Because if he would have told me 60, 70 grand, I would have told him, you know, your best bet is to list it with a realtor. I'm nowhere near that price. That way I set the expectation that if I go take a look at the property, then I know, you know, I'm not going to be in that range, right? Does that make sense? If he would have told me 60 to 70 grand over the phone, I would have told him your best bet. I'm not the person you want to. I'm not your best option right now. If you're looking to get top dollar, I'm nowhere near that price, and that way I set the expectation. And if he were to say, well, what, you know, if he were to still want to do the appointment, he understands. We both understand. We have an understanding that I'm nowhere near that 60, 70 grand, right? I was in that 20, 25, 30 max range, because it is a good property, and I know I can make a profit on it. But that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If you're watching a replay, give this video a like. That's my time. My name's Toby Rosario. Peace.